What does this pandemic reveal about values in society?
Um, I think that the pandemic has brought out the best in us and the worst in us. On the one hand, I think that it has magnified the kind of paralyzing divide in our nation between individual liberties and rugged individualism versus the common good and kind of taking care of each other. I think that in times of distress like a pandemic, this divide becomes more apparent. Just like issues like free speech versus hate speech and the regulation of firearms. Our inability to try anything to combat these issues has led to death and suffering.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, I think that it has also brought out our best natures. I think that we have rallied around a common problem that transcends race and class and gender. And found new ways to connect with each other. I'm always in awe of how clever people are in videos and memes that they post and share on social media.
100%. Do you have any like specific examples that you've experienced of like these positive moments about society, coming together?
Yeah, I know this is kind of a really silly example, but I don't know if you've seen the videos maybe on Facebook or Instagram where people are doing these like chain reactions where they like push the domino down and it does all of these super cool tricks and it gets
I have seen those.
shared a bunch of times, and I just think that that's really cool and creative. I think that it's awesome how we've kind of rallied around our healthcare workers, and you see the posters and the chalk art of everybody just who's really grateful for everything that our frontline workers are doing. And so I think that's been a really positive thing that's kind of unified all of us.
100%, I agree. Question number 2. What has the pandemic revealed to your own values?
I think it's made me realize how much I value human connection in my relationships with people. I've been lucky enough to have been able to keep in touch with my friends, but it's still not as rich as an in-person interaction. But ultimately, I'm just glad that everyone that I love is safe and healthy.
100%. And then the last question, 50 years from now, what would you want people to remember about these times?
I want people to remember how vital the press was in informing the public and getting to the truth of what's going on with this
100%.
pandemic. They are out there on the front lines fighting for the common good, because in order for people to make decisions about their health and their life, that they need to have all of the information. And they've been kind of under attack themselves, financially from kind of like the economic impacts of the virus, but also attacks on the truth itself, from like our highest office to Russian bots to angry mobs who have been kind of manipulated to believe that the press has some sort of agenda. And through it all, they've been there, and they've been fighting for everyone.